This is all rolling. Hello. Hopefully this is all recording and nothing's gone wrong. Been slightly different circumstances outside, but this was kind of just a video that I wanted to throw together because a lot's happened, a lot's changed, and I ultimately want to give you guys an update on what's happening. So I've got a couple of notes that I've got here, but I'm just sort of like eyeballing what's happened, and I'll go through it. So I'm sorry. Sorry to everyone who thought that there was going to be regular streams or anything like that from Blockwood Media. I should explain really. My name's Noah Gilbert and I represent a channel that's called Blockwood Media. It's my side venture that I use for gaming and to do technology type streams or questions. And it's my self-hosting platform that I use to host a whole lot of stuff that I run for myself and my family. So it's been a while since I last streamed. The last stream was about 9 months ago. Yep. COVID and work has really put me in a bit of a tricky bind, but it's definitely not been easy. So I want to say first of all, I'm so sorry to everyone who thought that I was going to be regularly streaming. It's been very challenging to try and put out regular streams, especially given my work roster and work-life balance at the moment. But a little later part of this video, I'll explain what's going on. So first of all, I just wanted to say quick, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone who thought that was going to be regular streams or might have unsubscribed or anything like that because of the fact that I wasn't uploading anything. That's totally your opinion, and I wouldn't hold it against you if you did that. So I'm going to say I'm sorry. Second thing that I wanted to mention was my website, bloggermedia.com, has been sort of hasn't been updated for a year. That's because I was going to do a lot of stuff to put a bunch of forums and that in place, but work happened, and even though I won't get into detail about where I work, you can look on my social medias. It's no secret where I work, so if you want to find that stuff, you can. I'm not going to put any links into this video or anything like that. If you know where it is, you can find it. But basically, my work-life balance has been quite tricky at the moment, and still getting used to it at work. So it's just been a bit tricky for me to find the time really to be able to do a lot of stuff. But with it becoming a lot more stable now, and me understanding the role, especially where I am here in Sydney, Australia, I'm definitely getting a lot better at it. So my ultimate plan I've laid out, and I've worked hard over the last couple of weeks to devote quite a bit of time to improving the platform. I've actually had a full major change to my platform, whereby now I'm using a brand new hosting plan, whereby it is mostly on cloud with some stuff in my home lab, and with I'm moving some stuff from Melbourne up to Sydney, it'll definitely be a lot easier for me and a lot better for me. So I am putting together a brand new platform. I've already started a couple of live migrations and a couple of migrations of things. I hopefully intend to get all that stuff done by the end of this year, and hopefully we'll put out an update on what's happening to the website and that, and I'll also post this video there just so that everyone has an understanding of what's going on. So my end goal is to have a somewhat functioning website up and running by January 2023. That is my goal. I'm going to try and work hard to meet that goal, and I've got a plan to do that. The rest of the platform will continue to grow as more and more stuff gets built. Game servers will continue to grow. I've got a couple of Minecraft servers, a Valheim server, and I'm going to be building out a couple more, like a Rust one and that going forward. It's just I've got to figure out some of the logistics behind all that stuff. So rest assured, that is getting built, but that will have to be in a little bit in the later term, possibly after January. The third thing I really wanted to stress out in this video was I will be returning to streaming at some point. It's one of those things whereby life gets in the way, and with what's been happening in my life, working life, it's definitely been tricky, but I've put together an actual proper step and plan in place to actually be able to grow that area of mine. So starting from what I believe is January, what I'm going to target is January, and I'm going to put this all on my Twitch channel and YouTube channel as well, is that I aim to do one stream every 5 or so days. It's a bit tricky because my roster is 4 days on, 4 days off, so it's not strictly speaking every weekend, something like that. So I will plan to put out content every 4 to 5 days roughly, starting from January, and it'll be a mixture of technology streams, questioning, technology questions, just general chats, VR streams. I do have a VR system, and I'm definitely trying to get that up and running to the full extent and have face cam and that sort of stuff, and also a proper microphone in place. But it's a bit tricky at the moment given where I live, so hopefully in the not too distant future that will change and it'll be a little bit easier for me to be able to do this sort of stuff. So that's my plan. But I will be starting out with sort of low end sort of streams, like gaming streams and that, starting from January. So I will keep everyone updated on my Twitch and YouTube channels, and also social media on Twitter. Even though I got my own personal channel, personal Twitter, I don't have a Block Room Media Twitter or anything like that, so I might think about doing that to make it a little bit easier. And I also have my Discord server, which you can sign up. There's a link on the website, blockroomedia.com. And I guess the last thing I really wanted to mention was just a slight explanation as to what happened. It's just been tricky. Work's been so complicated and so tricky to try and understand and build on from my skills and knowledge, not to mention also the circumstances of like where I am living in that. It's definitely been a bit sort of tricky to be able to put out regular content or do a lot of the sort of more extreme stuff that I want to try and do, but I'm making do with the circumstances that I've got, and hopefully in a not too distant future, hopefully it depends on what I find, things might change. So it's just one of those things whereby when you've got a 4-day on, 4-day off roster where it's really long hours and that, it's definitely been tricky to try and find the time and energy to really be able to dedicate to streams or that sort of content. So it's the reason why it hasn't really happened over the last 9 months, really. And so I just wanted to, fully say, like I said at the start of the video, I'm sorry for anyone who really wanted to do that. But a couple of changes that are going to be happening is with the resume to streaming. I'm going to put some time and effort into making sure that some of the assets that I use are actually going to be a bit upgraded. So I've got a plan in place for that. To also try and liven up the streams a little bit. Won't be to the full extent of any VTubers or anything, or any YouTubers, but at least to jazz it up a little bit, just so that it makes it a little bit more entertainment ready. And to also do a proper roster as I go along. And like I said, I'll keep everyone updated on my Twitch, YouTube, my own personal Twitter, the website, obviously. So there's a couple of things that I'm wanting to try and do. And I'm also trying to experiment with things like my own private broadcast server, trying to see if I can do that and either a little bit of strain on Twitch. So there's a whole bunch of different things that I'm trialing, and it's really just going to come down to what it goes in the background and in the future. But I promise to keep you guys informed, and I'll make a couple of more of these videos as I keep on going along, just so I can actually keep everyone informed as I go along. So I guess that's most of what I had to really say. And it's like a bit complicated or like confusing video, so I apologize in advance if that's the case. But I just want to say thank you for standing by me, and thank you for like sort of at least tagging along in this sort of thing, because it's definitely been a tricky thing, and I wouldn't blame you if you did sort of like take some time off or anything like that. So I'm coming back. Got a plan to come back, and hopefully in the next little bit I can put together a decent platform, decent solutions and that, and hopefully begin streaming next year, and hopefully be able to put out some regular content for you guys. So I will be putting an update on the Block Room Media page in the next day or so with this video and my plan. And hopefully, and that will obviously be, I'll be putting this video up on Twitch and YouTube just so that everyone's well aware of what's going on. So that's pretty much it. That was all I really had to say. So thank you so much for at least watching this to the very end. I know it's been like 10 minutes of me just rambling on, but thank you for sticking by, and I promise you I am in the process of getting this stuff up and running. It will just take a little bit of time, a little bit more time to get fully up and running, and I've got a full plan for that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Um, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you really want to see more stuff in the very near future. And like I said, I'll keep everyone updated on my socials as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stay safe, stay happy and positive, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.